costs, where we will take a comprehensive look at the express entry system and the costs associated with it. Those who want to prove their eligibility for the express entry system and submit an application need certain investments. Express entry is a digital system in Canada used to handle applications of skilled workers chasing permanent residencies in Canada. If you are an immigration enthusiast familiar with the express entry system, please share your thoughts about it in the comment box. The express entry system was established in 2015, and it spans the Federal Skilled Workers Program, the Canadian Experience Class Program, and the Federal Skilled Trades Program. It portrays a route to immigration and has observed huge traffic. It has helped many skilled foreign workers in achieving permanent residence. Express entry is one of the best pathways to Canadian immigration. Nevertheless, it comes with different costs that come along in the immigration process. Investments to submit express entry profile. Things you may need in order to set up a profile for express entry candidacy are the following: a copy of the travel document or passport, a provincial nomination letter if obtained, proof of settlement funds, only for FSWP and FSTP candidates without a valid job offer in Canada, proof of work experience or certificate of qualification in a trade occupation issued by a Canadian province or territory, or a written job offer letter from a Canadian employer, and proof of Canadian education or an education credential assessment (ECA) for those who have completed their education outside Canada. Language tests, International English Language Testing System and the Canadian English Language Proficiency Index Program for English, or the Test d'Évaluation de Français pour le Canada, and the Test de Connaissance du Français for French to evaluate listening, reading, writing, and speaking ability. Language testing, depending on whether you are seeking approval in French or English, and the location of testing, the test prices will possibly vary. IELTS testing costs about $300 plus tax, depending on the testing location. TEF testing costs about $440 plus tax, according to Alliance Francaise, with an extra non-refundable $75 charge if the applicant needs to reschedule or cancel before the testing day, and TCF testing costs about $460 plus tax, according to Alliance Francaise, and includes the same non-refundable $75 charge. CELPIP testing costs about $280 plus tax. ECA. An ECA is needed if you have studied outside Canada to determine how your education may equate to Canadian education. The average cost of getting an ECA is about $200, besides the courier fees, according to IRCC. But it may differ based on the designated organization, DO, processing the credential assessment. ECA also shows the charge of getting documents translated into French or English. You will come across these charges if your documents were not originally in French or English. A board-certified translator is needed for translation in order to be valid for the IRCC application. Moreover, there are costs that you don't need to face, but can be very beneficial to your success in the pool of applications. Hiring an immigration lawyer is one of the most essential things with consideration to this. Although different law firms charge differently, you can expect to pay between $2,000 to $5,000. Despite being an extra fee, this can benefit you a lot. You get an experienced and expert immigration figure with the ability to craft an extraordinary application, and you can steer clear of unwanted flaws and misrepresentations in your application, which can cost you penalizations and up to 5 years of being prohibited from applying for immigration. It also saves you time and minimizes your worries during your immigration process. It can increase your potential comprehensive ranking score points. The IRCC evaluates most immigrants for immigration through the CRS. Although most of these costs may seem high, Immigrants who receive an invitation to apply and get accepted into the express entry pool get a potential chance of success in the labor market, as their selection is based on human capital factors that are highly valued by Canadian employers. Why is Canada the top choice for international students? In today's video, we will be discussing why Canada is popular among foreign students and the benefits of acquiring a Canadian study permit. Canada is one of the most popular places for international students. The number of international students has increased fourfold in the last 20 years. In 2021, more than 620,000 international students choose Canada to further their studies. In just 1 year, Canada issued around 450,000 additional study permits. Regardless of the reasons, which include the higher standard of education, multiculturalism, the accessible currency, and the opportunities for jobs and permanent residency, the high demand to study in Canada is still persisting. There are multiple reasons why so many foreign students go to Canada every year. One of the significant advantages is that the Canadian study permit allows foreign students to work and study in Canada simultaneously, so it's easier for them to earn and support themselves throughout their degree. Moreover, later this work experience results in eligibility for permanent residency, as international graduates can remain in Canada even after their graduation due to work experience. 2021 was a record year, with 367,000 study visa applications being received between January 1st and July 31st. Comparing that to the study visa application received this year, between January 1st and August 31st, which is 452,000, this indicates a rise of 23%. In 2021, IRCC processed around 119,000 requests for an extension for Canadian study permits, with a 97% rate of acceptance. Between January 1st and August 2022, with an acceptance rate of 96%, more than 135,000 applications were processed. For many potential immigrants, obtaining a study permit in Canada is a common way to get permanent residency in the future. Due to factors such as the study and work experience in Canada, along with proficiency in English and/or French language, foreign students who acquire permanent residency manage to blend into the Canadian labor market quite easily. This is why the IRCC offers different types of programs that have been created to assist international graduates to find employment and remain in Canada. Employment rates increased in Canada. In today's video, we will take a look at the employment growth in Canada. According to Statistics Canada, after a drop in September, employment rates in Ontario saw an increase of 43,000 jobs in October, which is an increase of 0.6%. This growth mainly took in part-time work. However, the unemployment rate did not change much in the province and is at 5.9%. Rise in employment was led by accommodation, food services and scientific, professional, and technical services. According to the census, in October, the metropolitan city of Toronto saw job increments by 31,000, or 0.9%, with the unemployment rate remaining at 6.3%. Quebec, which is a francophone province, added 28,000 jobs, which is an increase of 0.6% in October. This accounts for the second increase within the period of 3 months. As per the report, the unemployment rate of the province saw a decline of 0.3 percentage points to 4.1%. Also, growth in full-time work caused a decline in part-time jobs. In Quebec, the biggest employment gains were seen in the sectors of finance, construction, insurance, rental, leasing and real estate. Per Statistics Canada, Quebec had the highest rate of job vacancies in the country and its largest city, Montreal, with an unemployment rate of just 4.2%. Following the post-tropical storm Fiona and the enormous responsibility of rebuilding roads, homes, and other infrastructure, job vacancies rose by 4,300 jobs, accounting for a 5.3% increase on Prince Edward Island. The unemployment rate of Quebec saw a decline of 2.9 percentage points, making 5.4% in total. Newfoundland and Labrador also saw an addition of 3,300 jobs. The employment rate in Saskatchewan rose by 6,100 jobs, while the province of Manitoba experienced an increase of 4,600 jobs. Canadian employers have been focusing on easing job restrictions and offering high wages in their effort to attract workers due to acute labor shortages and rising inflation across the country. Annual growth in the median hourly wages of employees stayed above 5% for the fifth month in a row in October, increasing by 5.6% and up from $1.68 to $31.94 compared to October of 2021. Canadian employers looking to attract employees through economic immigration can hire them through the International Mobility Program and Temporary Foreign Worker Program. The Global Talent Stream, which is a part of the Temporary Foreign Worker Program, can provide Canadian work permits and process visa applications within 2 weeks under normal processing situations. Employers can also bring in foreigners to fill job vacancies through the Express Entry system. The application for Express Entry program can be submitted online. It supports the Canada Experience Class Program, Federal Skilled Worker Program, and the Federal Skilled Trades Program, which all pull in candidates from the Express Entry pool. Then, candidates with the required comprehensive ranking system scores are provided invitations to apply in regularly held draws. Top 10 Canadian in-demand jobs for skilled workers. Today we will discuss Canada's top 10 in-demand jobs for semi- and low-skilled workers. We will also look at what skill levels you need to apply for. Canada is in urgent need of foreign workers of all skill levels to fill the present labour gaps, and had a goal of accepting 1 million newcomers in 2021. The good news for new workers is that they can apply through various immigration programs to get permanent residence in Canada. Canadian immigration categorizes professional skill levels into unskilled, semi-skilled, and skilled. What are high-skilled jobs? High-skilled jobs need a college education, university education, or apprenticeship training. Jobs, including those in management positions, community and government services, law and social, and education, come under this category. What are semi- or low-skilled jobs? Semi- or low-skilled jobs usually need job-specific training, secondary education, or jobs that need training while working. This category includes transport and trade sector jobs, and jobs in sales and services. What are unskilled jobs? This category includes jobs in agriculture, the production and manufacturing sector, natural resources and utilities. Let's now take a look at the top 10 in-demand jobs for semi- and low-skilled workers. 1. Industrial butchers and meat cutters. 2. Pipe fitter. 3. Food and beverage servers. 4. Livestock workers. 5. Executive housekeepers. 6. Welders. 7. Long-haul truck driver. 8. Industrial electrician. 9. Front desk hotel manager. 10. General farm workers. Can you apply for multiple immigration programs at once? Our today's latest update will be discussing the question if it's possible for you to apply for 2 Canadian immigration programs at the same time. According to the IRCC, immigration law does not forbid multiple applications. However, no refund will be made for the paid processing fees. With the option to choose from over 100 economic class immigration programs, you would likely be suitable for multiple Canadian immigration programs. So, the question arises, if you can simultaneously apply for more than one program. As per Immigration, Refugees and Citizenship Canada, it is possible to have 2 applications at once. However, you might have to withdraw one prior to a decision made on the other application. Furthermore, you will not receive a refund on any processing fees paid. Did you know? More than one express entry profile is not permitted. Canadian immigration law does not permit you to hold multiple profiles simultaneously. The IRCC website states that holding more than one profile will not offer you an increased chance of being invited nor let you be invited through another program. However, your express entry application could include your spouse or common law partner. Each application via the express entry has a principal applicant who is given a comprehensive ranking system score. The PA can include a spouse and dependent children in the application. If applying as a couple, remember that only one partner can be the PA. The couple can decide which partner is the PA if both partners are eligible for at least one express entry managed program. This rule is essential since one partner will probably hold a CRS score higher than the other. Maintaining a profile in the express entry pool does not secure an ITA. You could be given an ITA if your CRS score fulfills the minimum cap in a given express entry draw. How to get an intracompany transfer to Canada. In today's video, we will discuss what the intracompany transfer visa is and what are the requirements for it. Intracompany transfer is created to facilitate transfers for employees of multinational companies. Big corporations, such as multinational companies with a parent, branch, subsidiary, or affiliate company in Canada, can qualify to send their employees to Canada with an intracompany transfer without requiring a labor market impact assessment. LMIAs can be pricey and time-consuming, so not having to obtain an LMIA is one of the advantages of an ICT. For instance, to obtain an LMIA, corporations need to demonstrate that bringing their employee into Canada from a foreign country will not negatively affect the local labor force or economy. Initially, ICT permits are valid for up to 3 years. After that, it can be renewed for up to 5 years for individuals with specialized knowledge and up to 7 years for senior managers and executives. Employees may be qualified to apply for an ICT work permit if they meet the set criteria, which are as follows. They should be employed by a multinational company that has a parent, subsidiary, branch, or affiliate in Canada, and they should be getting transferred to a position as an executive, senior manager, or in the category of specialized knowledge. They should also be continuously employed with the company for a minimum of 1 year out of the 3-year period directly before the date of the primary application. They must also have plans to only stay in Canada temporarily and conform to all the conditions for immigration for temporary entry. It might be possible to acquire an ICT even if the candidate has not had full-time work experience with the company. Immigration officers may deem the number of years of work experience the candidate has had on a part-time basis or the number of positions they have held within the company.